Hello and welcome today. We'll just think of a number because I've lost count. If you've been following my videos, which hopefully you have been, you will notice things today are slightly different. First of all, I have no glasses. A, because I've lost them, and B, because I don't really need them. And C, I've got a coat on and I'm standing up because I'm not hanging about. No siree, Bobby Jones. I am on the move. I'm going to go through this door. You're going to come with me because without you, it wouldn't really be worth having a chat to myself, would it? Not really. But we're going to go down to the old kirk, back to that ancient church building, to do the reading down there because I so enjoyed the Sunday stuff when I was on my own. Yeah, Norman no mates. Apologies to any Normans out there. I don't really want to take offence. And Douglas no mates. Yeah, not Norman no mates. Douglas no mates. So I'm going to go down to the old kirk again, on my own again, and probably find that there is no one in the church building. Well, there shouldn't be. I mean, how did they get in if they go there? Now, before you start to phone up Boris Johnson to say, the minister in Cullen is going outside, this is my one official time to actually go outside. I'm allowed to go out at least once a day and exercise. So this is my exercise. I'm going to take you with me to the old kirk for us to do the reading down at the old kirk, and to talk a wee bit more about Mark's Gospel. So yeah, let's not hang about here. Let's go. And so today's reading is from Mark chapter 1, reading from verse 23. Just then, a man in their synagogue who was possessed by an evil spirit cried out, "What do you want with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." "Be quiet," said Jesus sternly. "Come out of him." The evil spirit shook the man violently and came out of him with a shriek. The people were all so amazed that they asked each other, "What is this? A new teaching, and with authority. He even gives orders to evil spirits, and they obey him." News about him spread quickly over the whole region of Galilee. If Jesus' words had amazed the people in the synagogue, his deeds left them thunderstruck. In the synagogue, there was a man in the grip of what we read was an unclean spirit. He created a disturbance, and Jesus, and again, we don't know how or why or with whatever motives he used, but Jesus was able to heal him. Now, and again, you need to trust me with this, but throughout the Gospels, we will keep meeting people who had unclean spirits and who were possessed by demons or devils. And I often ask myself, what's this all about? Demons and devils and Satans and Diaboluses. We live in the 21st century. So what do we do with the stuff that we read in ancient books? Where did these demons come from? Well, I think there were three answers to this question. Firstly,
Some believed that they were as old as creation itself. So way back in history, they believed that somehow or other demons were part of creation. Secondly, some believed that they were spirits of the wicked who had died and were still carrying on their malignant work. And thirdly, most people connected the demons with the old story in Genesis. And here I'm going to give you a biblical quotation, and you know about chapters and verses. So if you look at the very first book in the Bible, in the Old Testament, which is a book called Genesis. The word Genesis means in the beginning. But in the book of Genesis, chapter 6, reading the first 8 verses. Now the Jewish people elaborated the story in this way. There were 2 angels who forsook God and came to this earth because they were attracted by the beauty of mortal women. And their names were Asiel and Shemaski. One of them returned to God, but the other remained on earth and gratified his lust. And the demons are the children that he fathered and their children. Now the collective words for demons is mazakin. I'm going to put all this up on the screen, on the video, so you'll know what I'm talking about. Or you'll certainly be able to spell the word that I'm trying to pronounce. But the collective word for demons is mazakin, which means one who does harm. So the demons were malignant beings, intermediate between God and human beings, and who were out to work harm. Now, it doesn't really matter whether or not we believe in demons, devils, diabolices, satans. Whether it is true or not is beside the point. The point is that the people in the New Testament times did. And we actually may still use the phrase, poor devil. And that is a relic of the old belief. When a man or woman believed himself or herself to be possessed, she was conscious of himself, herself, and also of another being who constrains and controls from within. That explains why the demon possessed in Palestine so often cried out when they met Jesus. They knew that Jesus was believed by some at least to be the Messiah. They knew that the reign of the Messiah was the end of the demons, and those who believed themselves to be possessed spoke as demons when they came into the presence of Jesus. It's a very controversial topic, and I can't really water it down. That's what it says in the Bible. We can make explanations and excuses and give other reasons why these men and indeed women behaved the way that they did. But again, as I just said earlier, the main emphasis is that we who live in the 21st century, very rational, very scientific beings, may well laugh at this superstition that these ancient peoples held, but to them it was true. They believed it. So it's difficult to try and get into a mindset of over 2,000 years ago, but as long as we accept the fact that the people in Mark's time believed in the presence of demons, then we might get a better understanding as to why Mark has written the way that he has written. And again, I think we can take 3 different positions. We may relegate the whole matter of demon possession to the sphere of primitive thought and say that it was a primitive way of accounting for things in the days before more was known about the human body or the working of the mind. Or we may accept the fact of demon possessions as being true in New Testament times and as being still true today. And maybe finally, if we accept the first position, we have to explain the attitude and actions of Jesus. Either he knew no more in this matter than the people of his day, and that is a thing we can easily accept, for Jesus was not a scientist and did not come to teach science. Or he knew perfectly well that he could never cure the person in trouble unless he assumed the reality of the disease. It was real to the person concerned and had to be treated as such, or it could never be cured. In the end, we come to the conclusion that there are some answers we do not know. Here's a thought for today, and it's called Dark Angels, written by Jim Cotter. Within us and among us and through the world, there are many powers of dis-ease which entangle us, they grip us, trouble us, distract us, wound us. And they go by many names: greed, pride, malice, envy, evil, grief, rage, fear, pain, death. Some known in the secret places of our hearts, some as yet unknown to us. Some greater in strength than any one of us can bear alone. In the name of God, in the name of Jesus Christ, come out of darkness into light, that we may understand and withstand you, that we may know your name and nature, that you may seize your hold on us and wound us no more, and be transformed by the power of that love that is deeper than the deepest pain, yielding your energy in the service of God. So may we be freed to be the friends of God and live to reflect God's glory. But you are troubled by your dark angels. You seek to tame their wildness, but they are the potential source of creativity within you. If you deny them, banish them, seek to destroy them, they will drain you of passion as they retreat, and you will become pale and lifeless. And if they should return and storm your gates, you would then be destroyed. However dark, they are still angels, guardians, and protectors too.